Why do some people seem to have it all together: calm minds, healthy bank accounts, and a life that just works, while the rest of us feel like we're always one step behind, fighting the same battles over and over? Why do some people break free from anxiety, debt, and chaos, while others stay trapped, no matter how hard they try? Maybe you've felt it too. You read the books, watch the videos, try the productivity hacks, and still, your mind races at night. Your wallet feels empty, and your life seems stuck on repeat. You wonder, there's something wrong with me? Why can't I just get it together? But what if the problem isn't you? What if the problem is the way you've been taught to think about change, success, and happiness? What if the answers you're looking for have been hiding in plain sight, in a culture that's quietly mastered the art of living well for centuries? Today, I'm going to share with you 4 ancient Japanese philosophies that have the power to fix your mind, transform your relationship with money, and rebuild your life from the inside out. These aren't just ideas, they're living systems, practiced for generations, that can help you break free from the patterns holding you back. But before we dive in, I want you to ask yourself, are you ready to let go of what you think you know? Are you willing to see your struggles in a new light? Because what you're about to learn isn't just about doing more, it's about becoming someone new. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the secrets of Ikigai, Kaizen, Wabi-Sabi, and Kikibo, 4 philosophies that can help you calm your mind, master your money, and create a life that feels truly yours. You'll see how these ideas have helped ordinary people overcome anxiety, escape debt, and find meaning in the everyday. And by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step blueprint to start applying these philosophies in your own life, no matter where you're starting from, no matter how many times you've failed before. But there's a catch. These philosophies aren't about quick fixes or overnight success. They're about small, powerful shifts that, over time, can change everything. If you're looking for a magic bullet, this isn't it. But if you're ready for real, lasting change, keep watching. Before we go further, I want you to do something powerful. In the comments below, write down the one area of your life you most want to fix: your mind, your money, or your overall life direction. Make it public. Declare it. Because the first step to change is admitting what needs to change. And if you're serious about transformation, hit subscribe and join this community. Every week, we dive deep into the wisdom that can help you become the person you were meant to be. Now, let's begin. Let me tell you a story. It's about a man named Kenji. Kenji wasn't born into wealth or privilege. He grew up in a small apartment in Osaka, the son of a factory worker and a school teacher. From a young age, he watched his parents struggle, his father working double shifts, his mother clipping coupons and counting every yen. Kenji was smart, but he was anxious. He worried about money, about his future, about whether he'd ever escape the cycle of stress and scarcity. In school, he worked hard, but the pressure to succeed weighed on him. He saw classmates burn out, families break under financial strain, and adults who seemed to have lost their spark. By his 20s, Kenji had a decent job, but his mind was a battlefield. He lay awake at night, replaying mistakes, worrying about bills, feeling like he was always behind. He tried to save money, but something always came up: a broken laptop, a friend's wedding, a sudden craving for something new. His bank account never seemed to grow. He tried meditation apps, budgeting spreadsheets, self-help books. Nothing stuck. The more he tried to control his life, the more out of control he felt. He wondered if he was just broken, destined to repeat his parents' struggles. Maybe you see yourself in Kenji. Your mind is restless, your money is tight, and your life feels like it's running on someone else's script. If so, you're not alone. Most of us are taught to chase success, to fix our problems with willpower and hustle. But what if there's another way? One night, after another sleepless evening, Kenji stumbled across a book in a secondhand shop. The cover was simple, the title in faded kanji. Inside, he found 4 words that would change his life forever. The first word, Ikigai. The second, Kaizen. The third, Wabi-Sabi. The fourth, Kikibo. At first, they seemed like just words: exotic, mysterious, maybe even a little glitch. But as Kenji read, he realized these weren't just ideas. They were living philosophies, woven into the fabric of Japanese culture, quietly shaping the way millions of people think about work, money, happiness, and life itself. He learned Thataka a reason for being, the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. It's not just about passion or profit, but about finding meaning in the everyday. Kaizen is the philosophy of continuous improvement, making small, consistent changes that add up over time. It's the opposite of the all-or-nothing mindset that leads to burnout and failure. Wabi-sabi is the art of embracing imperfection, finding beauty in the flawed, the unfinished, the transient. It's a reminder that life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. And Kakibo is the simple, powerful system of mindful money management, a way to bring awareness, intention, and peace to your finances. Over time, those steps add up. The savings grow, the mind calms, the life changes. If you want to fix your money, your mind, or your habits, stop looking for giant leaps. Start with Kaizen. Make one small change today, then another tomorrow. Trust the process. As Kenji's journey continued, he faced setbacks. He missed a day of meditation. He spent more than he planned. He made mistakes at work. The old anxiety crept back in, whispering, "You're failing. You'll never get it right." That's when he discovered wabi-sabi, the Japanese art of finding beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and the incomplete. In a world obsessed with perfection, wabi-sabi is a breath of fresh air. It's a reminder that cracks, flaws, and mistakes aren't failures, they're part of the story. Kenji started to see his life differently. The chipped mug he drank his morning tea from became a symbol of resilience. The scratch on his guitar reminded him of late-night jam sessions with friends. The missed savings goal was a lesson, not a defeat. Wabi-sabi taught Kenji to let go of the need for everything to be perfect. He learned to celebrate progress, not just results. To find joy in the journey, not just the destination. If you want to fix your mind, learn to embrace your flaws. If you want to fix your money, accept that setbacks are part of the process. If you want to fix your life, remember that beauty is found in the imperfect, the unfinished, the real. The final philosophy that changed Kenji's life was Kakibo, the Japanese art of mindful money management. Unlike complicated budgeting apps or strict financial diets, Kakibo is simple, intentional, and deeply personal. Every month, Kenji would sit down with a notebook and ask himself for questions. How much money do I have? How much do I want to save? How much am I spending? How can I improve? He'd write down every expense, not just the amount, but the reason behind it. Was it a need or a want? Did it bring him joy or just fill a void? Over time, he became more aware of his spending patterns. He noticed where his money was leaking away: impulse buys, convenience foods, mindless subscriptions. Kakibo isn't about deprivation. It's about awareness. It's about making conscious choices, aligning your spending with your values, and finding peace in enough. Kenji's bank account started to grow not because he made more money, but because he spent with intention. The anxiety around money faded. He felt in control, not because he was rich, but because he was mindful. If you want to fix your money, try Kakibo. Get a notebook. Ask yourself those 4 questions. Track your spending, to judge yourself, but to understand yourself. Over time, you'll find freedom not in having more, but in needing less. Of course, Kenji's journey wasn't smooth. There were days he wanted to quit, days when the old habits called him back, days when the world seemed to conspire against him: a sudden expense, a stressful deadline, a wave of self-doubt. But this time, something was different. Instead of seeing obstacles as proof of failure, Kenji saw them as part of the process. He remembered the words of a Zen master: "The obstacle is the path." When he missed a day of saving, he didn't give up. He started again the next day. When he overspent, he reflected, learned, and adjusted. When his mind raced with anxiety, he returned to his breath, his purpose, his ikigai. The philosophies he'd learned weren't just ideas, they were tools. Tools to navigate the storms, to find balance in chaos, to keep moving forward, one small step at a time. If you're struggling, remember, Setbacks aren't the end. They're the beginning of a new lesson. The only way to fail is to stop trying. Months passed. Kenji's life didn't become perfect, but it became his. His mind was calmer, his savings grew, his work felt meaningful. He laughed more, worried less, and found joy in the ordinary. His friends noticed the change. They asked him for advice. Some said he was lucky, others said he'd changed. Kenji smiled, knowing the truth. It wasn't luck. It was philosophy in action. It was small steps, mindful choices, and the courage to embrace imperfection. Kenji wasn't just surviving, he was living. He'd fixed his mind, his money, and his life not by chasing perfection, but by practicing 4 simple philosophies, day after day. And here's the secret. You can do it too. Look at the comments below this video. You'll see people just like you struggling, striving, declaring their goals, supporting each other. This isn't just a channel, it's a community, a place where you can be honest about your struggles, celebrate your wins, and find encouragement when you fall. In Japan, there's a saying, fall 7 times, stand up 8. That's what this community is about. Not perfection, but persistence. Not judgment, but support. If you're ready to change, don't do it alone. Share your journey, encourage others, celebrate progress, no matter how small. Together, we can create a ripple effect of change, one mind, one wallet, one life at a time. Now, it's your turn. I challenge you to pick one of these 4 philosophies and apply it to your life this week. If your mind is restless, start with Ikigai. Ask yourself the 4 questions. Write down your answers. Look for the overlap. If you're overwhelmed by change, try Kaizen. Pick one tiny habit and do it every day. Track your progress. If you're paralyzed by perfection, embrace wabi-sabi. Celebrate your flaws. Find beauty in the unfinished. If your money is a mess, start Kakebo. Get a notebook. Track your spending. Reflect on your choices. Don't try to do everything at once. Pick one, start small. Share your commitment in the comments. Make it public. Make it real. And remember, change doesn't happen overnight, but with small steps, mindful choices, and the support of this community, you can fix your mind, your money, and your life. If this video resonated with you, if you're ready to start your journey, subscribe to the channel and join our community. Every week, we explore the wisdom that can help you become the person you were meant to be. And before you go, declare your commitment in the comments. Which philosophy will you start with? What's the first small step you'll take? Your words might inspire someone else to begin. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take yours today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.